Hi everybody, today I'm going to show you how to make Woodstock. I am going to do this exact one. The difference between these two are I extended the belly. And this one, I didn't. So when I get to that part, I will give you the option to use it or not. Now, if you haven't done my Snoopy already, I will put the link if you wish to do him in my description box. Now, I did get some super nice comments, very polite thank you, to try to make them smaller. I have tried and I couldn't. So if you do, I would love to see what you come up with. You can tag me in your photo and the links to find me are in my description box. Now, to let you know, there are approximately 150 yellow jelly that I will be using. Bellies are stuck in my head. So, and there's one black band. So I am going to use one loom, and our loom is going to be in its original position with the arrows facing down. I'm going to get started now. So we're going to start off using double bands, and I am going to start with the face. So going from the left up to the center, and the center to the right. We're going to go down the loom on the right twice. So 1 and 2. On the left, 1 and 2. We're going to close it off. So from the left down to the center and the center to the right. I'm just going to push down. We're going to close off the center and we're going to go down 3 times. So 1, 2, and 3. We are going to put holding bands now. So just on the second pegs going down, we're just going to make a triangle and one more time. We are going to do the eye now. So taking a single black band and your hook, we are going to wrap this around 4 times. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Taking a single yellow, we're going to slide this on. So just pinch and slide. We are going to attach this on the second pegs going down from the left to the right and center the eye. Now we're going to push all our bands down. And I'm going to do the side parts of the head with you. We have to make 5 of them. So using double bands, we're just going to use the bottom of our loom here, and we're going to go down twice. And taking a single band, we're going to cap 1, 2, and 3. Before looping, we're going to make all 5 just like that. So going below, going down twice. 1, 2, and a single band capped 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. I'm just going to go below, 1, and 2, and a single band capped. 1, 2, and 3. We need 2 more, so I'm just going to go on the right side, on the left side, going down twice, and a cap. 1, 2, and 3. Going down twice, and capping the end. 1, 2, and 3. Now I'm going to loop up. So any one you wish. I'm just going to start on the right here, and we're just going to loop up. You can do all of them. I'm just going to remove one as I loop, and I'm going to attach this one to my top left corner. My next will be top middle, right on the 3 sides. So looping up another one, removing, gonna add to the top, gonna do another one, remove, adding to the top right corner, looping, and on the right, second peg going down, and the last one. adding to the right. Now just pull all your pieces so they're facing out. And now what we're going to do is the face extension piece right here. So what we're going to do, we're just going to use the bottom area here on our loom. And the reason why we're doing this is it's a little bit easier for me to teach than doing all the body parts. So we have room. So using double bands, we're going to go down twice on the right. We're going to go down twice on the left, making sure that we're right across here, and going down one more time. Now in the middle, we're going to go down twice, but we're going to start at the peg below. So it's going to look like this. Going down one more time in the center, and now taking a single band, we are going to do an upside down triangle. We're going to do an upside down triangle. And now taking double bands, we are going to make an upside down triangle, and we are just going to take our two bands so we have a diamond shape. Now I really like this technique of this band here from DIY Mommy's Pig Charm Ears. So this technique I really adore if you haven't seen my other videos, so I thank her for letting me use it. I'm going to take a single band and I'm going to cap the end 3 times. So 1, 2, and 3. Now we're ready to loop up. So reaching in at your bottom peg here in the middle, we're going to grab one of the bands that we did that diamond shape, just one. Reaching back in and grabbing that other single and go to the right. Now this is just a matter of looping straight up. So I'm just going to reach in, do the middle, move your holding band out of the way, and now on the right and on the left. We're going to remove this off the loom and we're going to start on the right. So remove the right, the center, make sure you're in front of that holding band, and the left, and remove off your loom. And this is what you should have. Now this is going to be a bit tricky. We are going to add this on the left side. And what we're going to do is we're going to attach 6 of these loops on our second peg going down and the other 6 on our third peg going down. Now to make it a little bit easier, you can take just 2 bands at a time, or you can try to slide all 6 bands. So I'm just going to show you to do 2 at a time. So it's 2 and 4 and 2 more. Push down. Now bring it over to the third peg and slide the rest of the bands on. And give it a push down. Now the next part is I'm going to show you how to do the belly extension, and I will put that to the side. So again, this is what he looks like if you don't put it, and this is what he'll look like if you do. So what I'm going to do is single bands, and I'm going to go down the right 3 times using a single band. So 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to go right across on the left, 1, 2, and 3. I am going to close this off, going from the left down to the center, and the center to the right. Now we're going to go down the middle 4 times, so I'm going to go at the peg above. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Push down. We need holding bands, so I'm going to use a single and just make a triangle, another triangle, and a third triangle. Now a single band, and we're going to cap the end 3 times. So 1, 2, and 3. Now we're just going to loop straight up. So reaching in, grabbing your first, that's going on the top, that's going to the center. I'm going to reach in, grabbing the one that goes to the right, and the next one goes to the left. So just loop each side straight up. And now I'm just going to remove off the loom, starting on my right, my middle, and my left. And I'm going to slide all these loops at the bottom of my peg, and I'm just on the left. So just making sure that you have all your loops. Now we're going to do the tail. So we're going to use our hook and 5 of the bands. So I'm going to take a single band and wrap it around my hook 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're going to double these singles and we're going to put one on at a time. So I just like to double it on my hook, grab it with my finger, and then just pinch and slide, grabbing the other end. We're going to do this again, just doubling a single, and slide it on and grabbing both ends. Again, doubling it, sliding it on, and grabbing the other end. One more time, and grabbing the other end. Now this will be part of the body, so we're going to slide this on double bands, just singled, so just slide it on. Now fix it, and you can remove off the hook and just put it to the side for a second. Now we're going to do the body. So we're going to take 3 bands for the neck and going down the middle once. Doing the shoulder area now, so I'm going to go from the center to the right and then center to the left. We're going to go down on the right 3 times. So 1, 2, and 3. On the left now, 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. We're going to close it off, so going from the left down to the center and the center to the right. We're going to go in the middle, filling it in, and the last one we're going to add the tail. So we're going to go down 1, 2, and 3. Now taking your tail, I'm just going to put one end on my hook and slide one end on and the other end on to complete the center. And this is what you should have so far. We're going to attach holding bands now. So below the shoulder area, you're going to put a single band and put in a triangle. We're going to go down again one more time and again. So you should have 3. Now I'm going to show you how to do the legs. We're going to do both legs together, and we're going to use double bands, and we're going to go down 3 times on the right. So that's 1, 2, and 3. Now what we're going to do is taking double bands, we are going to go from the right down to the center, and we're going to go down once on the right again. We're going to go down once in the center, and we're going to close it off from the center to the right. Now the bottom center peg, we're going to take a single and cap it 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. Now we're going to take a single band and we're going to double it, and we're going to attach it from the peg in the middle to the last peg on the left. Excuse me, the right. And now we're going to loop up the leg, and we're going to just stop here. So we're going to reach in the middle with our hook and grabbing our top 2 bands. So move your cap band out of the way, grabbing both bands, and loop to the right. Now on this right, we're going to loop up once. And now going back to the center, loop up. And then loop up to the right. And now we're going to loop up the leg. 1, 2, and 3, and we're going to stop. Now we need to remove this foot area, so you can just leave it there for the side. And we're going to do the left leg now. So push down your bands, use double bands, and go down 3 times on the left. 1, 2, and 3. Now going from the left down to the center, double bands going down on the left and going down once on the right, the middle. Now closing it off, single band, cap the bottom in the middle 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. Now we need to use a single holding band doubled going from the center to the left. So I'm just going to use my hands to double and attaching. Now we're going to reach in, grabbing our top 2 bands, they're going to the left. We're going to reach in, on the left, loop up once. Now looping up in the middle, looping up and reach in, grabbing your 2 bands and loop to the left. Now we are just going to loop up the legs, 1, 2, and 3. You're going to stop there. Now push down. We're going to remove, but where you looped up your leg, just hold down so you don't lose your leg or his leg. And we're just going to remove one more time so it's attached. You're going to do this to the other side, so just hold on so you don't lose, and it should look like this. Now we're going to do the wings. So we're going to do the right wing first. So we're going to use double bands. We just need 2 spots in here. So you're going to go down once on the right, and from the bottom here, you're going to go down to the center. You're going to go one more time from the center to the left. And now going down on the right once. Taking double bands, we're going to go straight across from the left to the right. We need a single band to cap, and we're going to cap on the left side here. We're going to cap 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. We're ready to loop up this wing. So reaching in, moving your cap bands out of the way, grabbing your top 2, which are going to the right. And now loop up the double bands here. 1. And now going back to the left, reaching in, loop to the center, and then loop to the right. Now reach in and loop the last bands up. Removing off your loom. I'm just going to turn my loom around. And we have 4 loops on our hook. 2 loops are going to go on this peg, and the other 2 loops are going to attach to the shoulder. So we're just going the peg below with the first 2 loops, the peg below your shoulder, and the other 2 loop on your shoulder peg. Now we're going to do the left wing, so double bands. We're just going to go opposite in the opposite direction. So we just need 2 spots, so I'll just go down. Once on the left. Now from the left down to the center, and center down to the right. Going down once on the left, and now going straight across your loom from the left all the way to the right. Push down. You're going to use a single band to cap the last peg here on your right 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. And grabbing your hook, we're ready to loop. So reaching in, grabbing your top 2 bands, which are going all the way to your left, and now reaching back in, on your left, reach in and loop up those bands up once. Now reaching in on your right, go to the center to the left, and now loop up your last bands, moving all your bands out of the way. Remove off the loom, and now you have 4 loops. Your first 2 are going to go on your shoulder, and your next 2 loops are going to go at the peg below. So slide on 2, and now the other 2, slide on. This is what you should have so far. Now we are going to attach the belly part on. So to do this, what we need to do is just cap the end peg here with a single band 3 times. So 1, 2, and 3. Whether or not you're doing the belly part, you still need to cap. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to loop up the center 3 times, 3 of the areas, 1, 2, and 3, so we get to this peg. This is your 6th peg going down if you're counting from the top. So I'm going to reach in, moving my cap bands out of the way, and grabbing my top 2 bands. Okay, I only grabbed 1 and 2, reaching in, loop up one more time, so you have 3 teardrops. Now grabbing your belly extension, you have 6 loops on top of your hook. What I'm going to do is I'm going to push these bands down in this area and show you 2 bands are going to go on the 2nd peg below your shoulder area. The next 2 are going to go on the peg above, and the next 2 are going to go on the peg on the right below your shoulder. So sliding 2 bands on, be careful and watch your bands so they don't slide off. Slide on, push down. We are going to bring the next 2 to the peg below your neck. Push down, and the next 2 to the peg below your shoulder. Now reach in and grab your capping band, the 3 loops, and give it a stretch to the end peg going down in the center. Now we are going to attach a single band from the teardrops at the bottom. So you're just going to reach in for 1 band, wrap it around your peg. So this is the 3rd peg going down from your shoulder. You're going to reach into the next teardrop, grabbing a single, and go around that same peg. Push down. You have 1 more teardrop, so grabbing a single from the bottom and wrap it around where your legs are. Doing this on the left, reach in, the 1st teardrop, grab a single, and go around your peg, the 3rd one going down from the shoulder. This is your next teardrop, grabbing a single, and going around that same peg. You have 1 more teardrop, so reach in, do not grab the holding band, just a single from the teardrop, and go around your leg. Now we are ready to loop up. So we're going to reach in the center and find these 2 bands and loop those to the right. So reach in, going to the right. I'm going to reach back in and grab the next 2 bands that are going to my left. Now I'm going to loop up on my right, then my left, and then complete the center. Only grabbing the bottom bands. Reach in, only grabbing the bottom bands and loop on top of your wing. Grabbing the shoulder bands and go to the center. Now on the left, reach in, grabbing your bottom bands. and the shoulder to the neck. And now completing the center, so you only have one more loop to go. Now the neck area. And now we're here at the face, so we'll call it the chin. Reach in, grab your first 2 bands to the center, reach back in. Next 2 bands are going to the right, and the next 2 bands to the left. Now I'm going to loop up on the right, all the way to the top center pegs. And now we're going to complete the middle. So reaching in, 1 more to go in the center. And now what I'm going to do now is take a single band and we're going to do a slip knot. But this band we're going to put in the center, and I am going to do the slip knot so it's on the right side. For some reason when I do the slip knot and I'm on the left, that top of the head just doesn't turn out right. So I'm going to reach in, going to the right, grab my band, pull it through, and I'm going to do a slip knot on the right. Bringing my band over and give it a little pull. Ready to remove off the loom. And we're just going to fix them up a bit, but before I do that, I'm going to hide the slip knot. Just going to turn them around. My eye is obviously in the back. We'll bring that to the front. And through this loop right here in the center, we're just going to push his eye through. Okay? I'm just going to fix the wings by grabbing the capping bands and just bring them to the front, to the tip. The same with the feet, bring them to the tip, the capping bands. And the tail, I'm just going to stretch up towards the top of his head. And now for the face area, I'm just going to squish the little face part down. And I'm going to bend each one of these towards the right. So grabbing the capping band and bend it to the right. Give it a stretch and then bend them. And I'm just going to bend the arms down a little bit. And for the belly, we're just going to fix the belly by putting your hook inside and just cleaning it up by stretching it out a little bit. And you can keep playing with that. Mine doesn't seem to need all that much fixing. Now if you do have those holding bands sticking out just a little bit, you can reach in the back, just find it and just give it a tiny tug towards the back. And here's another one. I can't double those bands while I'm doing that belly part. It just doesn't turn out right. So you just have to hide and nobody will know. You bend the feet and he's done. I hope you enjoyed Looming with Cheryl. Please subscribe down below. I have a lot more designs to load and I will see you next time with another. Thanks for watching and bye for now.